Bismillah. A question from the sisters. If a woman doesn't have a mahram, but she wants to make Umrah / Hajj, can she make it with her Wakil that she got at the masjid and he is the imam? This is a two-part question. The first part. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا. This istita'a, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that making Hajj is incumbent or obligatory for the one that is able. So, according to the majority school of thoughts of the ulama of the past, it is not permissible for a woman to travel without a mahram, period, Hajj or what have you. According to Imam al-Shafi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala, he takes the position that it's permissible for a woman to travel for Hajj, based on this ayah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ, meaning upon mankind for them to make Hajj, istita'a. When you look up the term istita'a, it means zada wa rahila, meaning that they have food and sustenance and they have a means of transportation. Some of the ulama that use that position, they say that, okay, a woman can make Hajj only based on this ayah if you follow the position of Imam al-Shafi'i. And others say, no, she can't make Hajj because there's other ahadith that speak about a woman must travel if she has a mahram. So, in conclusion, and also in addition to this, it says she must make it with her wakil. Brothers and sisters in Islam, it's important because a woman cannot have a wakil. Her wali can have a wakil, but she cannot have a wakil. And when we say wakil, a wakil is a representative. A wakil is a representative, meaning anyone who represents someone in doing any type of transaction can be considered a wakil. A wali can have a wakil for him. Meaning, if I'm a wali over a sister and I say, listen, I'm stepping away, I need you to take care of that, then he becomes my wakil, not the sister's wakil. That's very important to understand, and unfortunately, this is a big misconception that a lot of Muslims have. The second part, so as it relates to that, depending on what school or how she wants to do it, it's probably better, and Allah knows best, that she goes with a mahram to make Hajj or Umrah, as I'm not saying that. However, there are positions of many of the ulama, or at least nowadays, that may hold it permissible based on the position of Imam al-Shafi'i as it relates to making Hajj. However, some of them take that a step further and say, listen, the purpose in Islam, we have two reasons. Or rather, in Islam, there are two reasons why legislations have been given. For example, a ruling is either ta'abbudi or mu'allal. Ta'abbudi, it means that we don't know the reason for the legislation, and mu'allal, it means that we know the reason for the legislation. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands us to pray 3 rak'at for Salatul Maghrib, 2 out loud and 1 silent. There's no reason, we don't know the reason why it's 2 out loud and 1 silent, and we also don't know the reason why there are 3 rak'ats. We have no idea. So therefore, we cannot make analytical deduction based off of this 3 rak'at. Likewise, the Prophet ﷺ, when he said that a woman should not travel unless she has a mahram, So when the ulama look at this hadith, they say, okay, was this hadith mu'allal, meaning the reason for the hadith is known, or is ta'abbudi, meaning we hear and we obey and we don't ask questions? Many of the ulama look at this hadith and say it is mu'allal, meaning the reason for this hadith is because of her safety. So, the ones that ujiz, the ulama that say that it's permissible to travel without a mahram, if her safety can be guaranteed, they will look at it this way. The ones that say it is ta'abbudi, they will say no, she can't travel regardless because of the hadith and what the hadith says without looking at the reason for the legislation. Is that clear? Tayyib.